Good morning, everybody. Today is lesson 108. We're learning the Chofetz Chaim and Hilchot Lashon Hara, the laws of improper speech, Lashon Hara, the Hebrew version. And we're on page Mem Gimel. We're continuing the halacha that we learned yesterday. Since we start a little bit late today, we're going to touch a little bit the importance of not speaking in the shul, because Chofetz Chaim brings a piece of Zohar over here, the Holy Zohar, and explains how serious it is not to speak in the shul, and that there is another there's another negative commitment that arises from speaking in the shul that is very, very severe because of speaking in shul. And I want to say that the Zohar says, וזה לשון הזוהר הקדוש פרשת תרומה. This is what the Zohar says in Aramaic. Man דהשתאה בבית כנישתא מילין דחול, ואילה דאחזה פירודה, ואילה דגרה מאמנותא, ואילה, וגומר, דאחזה דעלת אלהה דלה ישתכח תומן, ולת לה חולקה ב ולה דחל מיניה, והנהיג כלנה בתיקונה אילאה דלאלה. זה חפץ חיים, in Hebrew. ואגב, דהעירינן בזה איסור החמור של שיחה בתהילה בבית הכנסת. Even though we explained before why it's not allowed to speak in the shul, because you have to bond with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, and when you're not bound with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, you're passing also Mikdashai Tirah. You're supposed to have fear in the temples of Hashem, in the synagogue of Hashem. And the synagogue today have a little bit peace, a little bit spark of a temple. And when you speak in the temple, you are losing the fear of Hashem, because if you knew that Hashem is there, you wouldn't speak something that doesn't have to do with Torah or mitzvah. When you speak diburim, the whole politics, or how was your trip with the kids and stuff like that you think you're speaking because you're getting closer to your fellow Jew, but you're also losing the fear for the shul, for the synagogue. You should get out of the shul and speak outside. I know it sounds like unrealistic because of we got used to it, but look what the Zohar says. Chofetz Chaim says. We have another 10 minutes, so we'll try to do it as much as we can. ראיתי להזכיר את עוצם המכשול שנעשה על ידי זה. חפץ חיים says, excuse me. I saw that it's necessary to remind the huge failing because of speaking in the shul, ועל פי זה שמצאו מורתנו רבי שהוא מתחיל לספר בחבורה על המעשיות שלו. You started to speak in the shul about to your friend, about your trip, about this, what you did here, the food yesterday, you went to eat in this restaurant, stuff that doesn't look so important, so severe. It looks like it's okay. We're speaking a little bit, nice talking. I mean, we're supposed to socialize, to bond with each other, which is wrong. In the shul, you're not supposed to speak anything that has to do with Torah and mitzvahs. שהם מעורבים בלשון הרע ורכילות, that inside the talk you're mixing לשון הרע and רכילות, מראש ועד סופן, מראשן ועד סופן. You're telling him stories and you don't feel you're speaking. We went to San Diego, and on the way we went to this kosher restaurant, but the food was not so good. That's Lashon Hara already. You're making a negative stuff about the store, which is a business of a Jewish guy speaking Lashon Hara. No good, not allowed. And then we went and I saw some religious people. Can you believe that I asked for a million and the guy told me maybe later, I'm busy, but I told him I need 10. He told me no, I'm busy. And that's another Lashon Hara. You don't feel. You keep talking, then you go into politics, and then you're saying, this guy, even though he's Jewish, I don't like his agenda. That's Lashon Hara. Inside the shul, people speak like this sometimes. קודם קריאת התורה, you speak even before קריאת התורה. You started the conversation, חפץ חיים says, קודם קריאת התורה. וקודם גמר הסיפור, פותחים את העם לקרוא בתורה. You started the סיפור, story to your friend, but you can't stop it. You're in the realm of speaking the story. They pull up the Torah and you just can't stop. You gotta finish. So I'm telling you, so we went there, we did that, and the Torah is pulled out. והעץ הרע מסיתו שלא יפסיק באמצע הסיפור. And the evil inclination tells you, don't stop, continue, tell the story. Until the Torah comes and you speak a little bit lower voice, but you say the story to your friend. You say that all the time. The Torah comes, even if the Torah read, and Hashem forgiven. People say, so they speak because they can't finish. People get into they ignited on their talk and they can't stop on it. The person continue באמצע ולגמור את הלשון הרע שלו בעת הקריאה, and sometimes people even speak in the middle of the reading of the Torah. They whisper. ולפעמים הרבה ולפעמים הרבה שהוא גם כן מעשים מן האנשים החשובים במזרח בית הכנסת. And sometimes he is one of the important people that sitting in the מזרח, in the south. They sit in the south, I'm sorry, I was translating, in the south, in the direction of the Torah. Sometimes it's the important people who sit in the front of the shul, maybe the gvirim, maybe the people who are important related to the Rav or something, and they speak and they whisper, and everybody watch them while the Torah is read, and nobody wants to tell them because they're important. Maybe their supporters support the shul or anything like that that's important, and they feel embarrassed to come into them. Chofetz Chaim says, "Va'avono nira lehel kol," and everybody sees is seen. Everybody in the shul see that he's whispering, he's talking while the Torah is being read. And by doing this, he's disgracing the name of Hashem in public, because there's more than 10 people. Every time there's more than 10 people, it's considered chilul Hashem, disgracing of Hashem. דהיינו בפני 10 מישראל. At least 10 men, when you do something that disgraces Hashem, it's called disgrace of Hashem. It's a very, very big עבירה. ועוונו גדול הרבה מסתם חילול השם. His avon, his sin, is huge, much more than just disgracing Hashem. It's not just disgracing Hashem. Because, like Chofetz Chaim says, because, like it's explained in the book of the Rambam, מצוות לא תעשה, in the negative commandment, סמך ג' עיין שם. Look over there, says Chofetz Chaim. ועובר בזה עליו, this is the love he passes. In addition that he passes that you should not, that you should fear of my temples, meaning a synagogue is a little bit spark of the temple, the holy temple, every synagogue. In addition to passing that you speak in Lashon HaRechilut in the temple, you're also passing in the mitzvah of the lo techalelu et Shem Kochi. You should not disgrace the name of Kochi. What is Shem Kochi? In the temples. When you're in the temple, this is the name of Hashem in the temple, and you're disgracing and you're speaking in while the Torah is heard, and you're speaking inside your speech. There's a Lashon Hara and some rechilus over there. You don't feel it. Could be very mild, but it's there, and people see you. Then you're passing also on the love lo techalelu et Shem Kochi. Do not disgrace my name, my holy name. Hashem says it's in book of Vayikra, chapter Chavbet Lamed Bet. ואתה ראה כמה איסורים עובר. And now Chofetz Chaim, look how many negative comments that he passes while he's doing this action. 1. א', איסור לשון הרע ורכילות. He's speaking לשון הרע and רכילות. שיש בזה לבד כמה להבין ועשים. That's just by doing this. He's passing many other negative and positive commandments from the Torah by doing this itself. ב', second, עובר עליו לא תחללו את שם קודשי. He passes on the negative commandments of do not disgrace my name, my holy name, meaning in the synagogues. בפני 10 מישראל, in front of 10 מישראל, anywhere actually. He's disgracing the name of Hashem in front of 10 people. Why? He's speaking Lashon Hara and Rechilut in front of 10 people. So in essence, every time you speak in Lashon Hara and Rechilut in front of 10 men minimum, you also passing Lo Techalelu Shem Kochi. Do not disgrace my name. That's another love that you pass when you speak Lashon Hara in a group of 10 men or more. Gimel, the third, שביטל קריאת Torah, he's canceling the reading of the Torah because he's speaking while the Torah is heard. He's canceling the reading of the Torah. That's if he's speaking Lashon Hara. If he's not, then he's only losing Mikdashai Tira. If he's not speaking Lashon Hara, all this doesn't apply. Then he's only passing on, which is severe, he's passing on at Mikdashai Tira. He's passing, you should fear my temples. You speak in the shul, anytime, anywhere. If you speak in the shul, something doesn't have to do with Torah directly or mitzvah directly, you're passing on fear my temples, and you don't fear the temple if you speak in the shul any kind of talk, because the shul is holy. You should go outside to the coffee place and go outside and speak outside. And also you cancel the Kriyat Torah even if you speak regularly, but here if you speak Lashon Hara. In addition to all the love that we said, the third one is that he's canceling the reading of the Torah because he's speaking while the Torah is being read. אפילו אם יחסר על ידי זה, אפילו אם יחסר על ידי זה, אפילו פסוק אחד או אפילו תיבה אחת, הוא עוון פלילי וגדול עוון ומנהל. So even if you're missing only one word, one verse, or one letter of the Torah because you're speaking, you're passing on this love that you cancel in the Kriyat Torah, which is a very big, severe punishment. The Torah is heard you speaking, maybe somebody else didn't hear it, then you even machti him, you're failing him, but you didn't hear, you're passing on bitul Torah, on canceling the Kriyat Torah. שאפילו מי שיוצא באמצע הקריאה נאמר עליו, even if somebody is leaving Even if somebody is leaving the Torah, in the middle of the Torah is heard, in the middle of the Torah that his Torah is read, the Ishaya, the Anavi said on chapter Aleph, Pasuk Chavchet, V'ozvei Hashem ichlu, and the people who leave Hashem will be finished, will be terminated. Who is Ozvei Hashem? Ishaya Anavi wants to say, the people who leave the Torah in the middle of the Kriya. כדאמרינן בברכות, that it says in מסכת ברכות דף ח' the first side of the page, על אחת כמה וכמה בזה שעומד בבית הכנסת וחימוד של השיחה בטלה ולשון הרע שלו מעבירו מלשמוע דברי אלוהים חיים. מסכת ברכות says, and the more so a person sits in the shul, the Torah is being read, and he speaks a regular conversation about life, and in the middle of קריאת Torah, and also לשון הרע, and his לשון הרע is passing him from listening to דברי אלוהים חיים to the Torah being read. וכמה פעמים הראה זה בשבת, and sometimes it's even happening in Shabbos. People do that, actually, especially in Shabbos. Most of the people who don't come during the week, they come in Shabbos because they want to keep Shabbat to hear the Torah. And some people speak and they disturb other people, and they're passing on all these negative and positive commandments that we just explained pretty quick because we are pressed on time. We apologize for the little bit speed of the speaking today. ועוונו חמור הרבה יותר מחילול החול, and his cancer is the sin is much bigger of speaking in shul in a regular day. When speaking in Shabbos, it's much worse. כמו שמפרש בכמה ספרים קדושים, like it's explaining few holy books, וכיוצא בזה says the חפץ חיים, הראה כמה פעמים למי שמורגל לדבר בית הכנסת או בית המדרש, לגמור המעשיות שלו, אף בעת אמירת הקדיש. Sometimes even people talk the story because they're used to it even when Kaddish is being prayed. Right? Even when Kaddish, התגדל והתקדש שם רבה, he's speaking, he can't stop. People say, shh, יש שם רבה מבורך, he speaks, he can't stop. That's a very big sin. Because the Kaddish is all about praising HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And for the elevation of the people who passed away. We're almost done. ועל ידי זה מונע את עצמו מלומר אמן יהיה שם רבה. When speaking while the Kaddish is heard, he's preventing himself from saying יהיה שם רבה, which is a very big sin. אשר אמירתו הוא נעלה מאוד על פי הגמרא. That saying the Kaddish by according to the Gemara is very very high. כמו שאמרו חז"ל, like חז"ל says, in tractate שבת, מסכת השבת קי"ט עמוד ב', אפילו יש בו שבץ אפיקורסות מוחלים לו. If a person says Kaddish, and he's even apikors, he goes against the Torah purposely, and he says Kaddish with the kavana, he's being forgiven. He comes to the shul, יש שמי רבה מבורך לעולם לעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבר ויפאר ויתומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ותעלה שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה מכל ברכתה שרתה שבחתה חתן דרם על מה ואמרו אמן. So if he says amen to the Kaddish, and even if he's an apikors, a person who goes against the Torah, even he comes to shul and he says that with all of his might, he's being forgiven. ואפילו כשעונה הוא שלא בזמנו, והאמן כן, והוא אמן יתומה, חס ושלום יהיו בניו יתומים על ידי זה. And sometimes if he doesn't focus to the Torah, to the Kaddish, he say amen, not when it's supposed to, because he didn't focus. או חס ושלום, or amen, just they said the Kaddish, after 10 seconds say amen, because he didn't say amen. Somebody tells him. So by doing this, the Gemara says, Chaz v'shalom, his sons might be orphans. That's what it says here. כי אפילו אם בחמת עצלות בלבד נשאר האמן שלו, יש עליו כללה, כמו שמשמע בפוסקים. Even if he's lazy, and that's why he didn't say amen, there is a curse on him according to the poskim, according to the sages. וקל וחומר בזה שדחה אמן יהיה שם רבה מפני הלשון הרכילות שלו. And the more so if a person didn't say amen יהיה שם רבה on Kaddish, because he was speaking לשון הרכילות in the shul, and that's the cause of him. ועל כולם עובר בזה הזמן על איסור רביעי, and on all of them is passing on the fourth איסור, דהיינו שיחה בטל בבית הכנסת ובית המדרש. He's passing on all of this, he's passing on for sure, even if it's not לשון הרע, he's passing on speaking for a nonsense conversation, meaning nothing to do with Torah and mitzvos in the Bet HaKnesset and the Bet HaMidrash, in the synagogue or where we're learning. Bet HaMidrash is a synagogue when it's also a learning facility. So you see here that it's very, very, very not recommended in Lashon Raka, in a soft speak, not to speak in the shul at all, not to speak in the shul. When you say nonsense, nobody said that your conversation about your life is not important. It's important, but not in the shul. Take it outside, speak outside in the entry. שהוא איסור גמור ומפורש בשולחן ערוך, that it's a forbidden, Chofetz Chaim, is a forbidden speaking according to שולחן ערוך, according to the Jewish law to speak in the shul, וכמו שכתוב למעלה שקל וחומר הוא לשון הרע ורכילות. Of course it's not allowed to speak in the shul, קל וחומר, of course the most not allowed to speak לשון הרע ורכילות. ואוי לו למספר והשומע, כמו שכתב הגר"א באיגרתו הקדושה, עלים לתרופה, and God protect, אוי לו, God protect the person who speaks in the shul, or speaks לשון הרע or in the shul, or רכילות in the shul, like the Gemara says in his book, only book, עלים לתרופה, leaves for medicine, we spoke about it before, שעל כל דיבור ודיבור צריך לרד לשאול למטה הרבה מאוד, that on every speak that a person says, every speak that he says, everything that he says, he's supposed to go to Gehenom, to hell, ואי אפשר לשער גודל הייסורים, and you can imagine the huge suffering that the soul of a person has when he goes to cleanse himself in Gehenom, in hell, for this sin of speaking in shul, שסובל בשביל דיבור אחד, ולא נאמר אפילו דיבור אחד, לא נאבד אפילו דיבור אחד אין שם, that he's suffering even for one speak in the shul, that is not to do with Torah or mitzvot, especially when the Torah is read, or after tefillah, anytime in the shul, that even one speak that he said is not being forgiven, that doesn't go unheard in the heavens. Okay, we'll continue here. This was a side learning. Me'ezrat Hashem, we actually finished. We finished it. It was not a side learning. It was actually Chofetz Chaim. It was an explanation about speaking in shul, how severe it is. Me'ezrat Hashem, we should call this shiur also the severity of speaking in shul. Everybody should hear this. We spoke a little bit fast, but we wanted to achieve a lot in 10 minutes. We wish everybody a good idea shiur to do the elevation, to the unity of Klal Yisrael, to the health of all Klal Yisrael in Refuah Shlema, with no exception, and to elevation of all the souls in Israel, to have nobody to say Kaddish on them, especially the people who passed away in the Holocaust, and nobody say who killed in the Holocaust, nobody say Kaddish on them. The shiur should be to the Refuah Shlema, I'm sorry, to the elevation of the soul, Yat Neshama, and we wish everybody a good day, we wish everybody a good Shabbos, and all the brachot, and have fun with the family, and Shefa, brachot, blessings, nachat from the kids, happiness with the kids, and with the wife, and the wife with us, and shlom bayit. Our house should be a house of Torah, and a house of happiness, and a house of peace and unity. We wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom and Kol Tuv. Thank you for listening to us. Kol Tuv.